Here are the 5 things you need to know for today.
I'll know within the first 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, or 5 minutes, like we tend to find out whether or not we're going to have a good meeting or a bad meeting. And if it's a bad meeting, it'll end very quickly. And if it's a good meeting, we're going to end up getting peace in the pretty near future.
U.S. President Donald Trump heading to Alaska this morning for a summit with Russian President Vladimir Putin. They will sit down face-to-face with the stated aim of ending the war in Ukraine. Putin has called Trump's efforts to end the war energetic and sincere. Ukrainian President Zelensky won't be there, though Trump says he wants to hold another summit involving him. The plan today also includes a joint news conference, though the White House says if it doesn't go well, Trump will hold one on his own.
We want to be seen, we want to be heard, we want to be valued for the work that we do.
The clock is ticking for a deal to be reached between Air Canada and its flight attendants who could walk off the job tomorrow. The airline holding a news conference yesterday, which was interrupted by flight attendants accusing Air Canada of forcing unpaid work. Air Canada says it will be canceling 500 flights by the end of today as it prepares for a full shutdown tomorrow. If a deal can't be reached, Air Canada has asked the federal government to step in and force mediation.
We should look at ways we can penalize the regime in Beijing for targeting our farmers.
Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre is calling for retaliation to a Chinese tariff on Canadian canola seed now in effect, while a statement from Prime Minister Carney says his government plans to advance constructive dialogue with Chinese officials while diversifying trade abroad. China, which sources nearly all of its supplies of canola from Canada, announced duties on canola imports on Tuesday. It escalates a year-long trade dispute that began with Ottawa's tariffs on Chinese electric vehicles.
And as the Prime Minister mentioned during the campaign, we're capping the size of the public service. Our goal is to reduce it through attrition, but there are also other ways to look at where we can make savings in terms of the federal government spending.
Federal government says it intends to rely on resignations and retirements to reduce the size of the public service. The federal transformation minister also said it's too early to tell if cuts will also be needed. Most government departments are being asked to find 15% savings over the next 3 years. Experts have warned meeting that target will require cuts.
I like going into the office, but I also really love working from home too. And there's a lot of flexibility with that. And at the end of the day, if the work is getting done, isn't that what matters?
I have to think about our busing situation because my kids are going to 2 different schools. Think about before and after, and a lot of things to think about.
Remote work is being canceled for tens of thousands of provincial employees in Ontario. Ontario's public servants were first called back for 3 days a week in the office in 2022 after working remotely for much of the pandemic. The transition to 4 days a week will begin in October, and a full 5 days a week will take effect in January. Ontario Premier Doug Ford says he believes government employees are more productive when they are in the office.